Squid Pro Quo, a Squid Game podcast where there are only 3 rules. 1, a player is not allowed to stop podcasting. 2, a player who refuses to podcast will be eliminated. And 3, the podcast will be terminated if the majority agrees. I'm Sean.
And I'm Mike. And we are the Squid Boys, Gonbu for life.
Gonbu.
Thank you to regular Pat for being on last episode.
Dude.
But we have another special guest this episode. He is a friend of ours. I don't know why he said it like that.
Am I guess. You don't sound too sure.
He is a friend, in quotes, known sociopath and Twitch streamer and podcaster, Tyler Rims. Welcome, Tyler.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here.
Are you?
We're honored to have you. Sean doesn't agree.
Sean, if there was any episode I wanted to be on, it was this one. The game is to agree.
The game is to agree.
I want everyone to know that when Sean went over the rules, I did hold up the numbers on my fingers.
I did too.
Did you really?
I did.
Of course he did, dude.
Look at
Come
us,
on.
dude.
Tyler's
Look
a
at
real one.
us. Look at us.
I actually did it both times, even when you messed up.
I did.
That didn't happen. I didn't mess it up. They didn't
It
hear
did to me
it,
and
so it didn't
Tyler, but
happen.
no one else.
Well, you guys are living in a different reality from everyone else, you know? Different world line. So when we had Pat on, we asked Pat all the questions, but Tyler here, you know, has actually been answering all the questions as we've been going. So can't do that. Thanks, Tyler.
Sorry for
thanks for being a good fan,
participating
Tyler.
with the podcast.
So Tyler, I guess my question for you is, what's wrong with you? Because, Tyler, you've never seen Squid Game.
I've never seen the original show. No, not at all. Not
Real
even
show, as some people
not
say.
even
Yeah.
a second of it.
And yet you are not even like a second on like Twitter as you're scrolling by.
No one I follow talks about Squid Game.
Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on a second.
We do.
Um,
We do,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since when?
It's been a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine.
So why don't you talk a little bit about your experience with why are you here?
So I may not have seen Squid Game, but you know what I do love? Some fucking trash TV, some entertainment. Shows where people are the worst. And here we are with Squid Game the challenge.
These
That is
people
true.
are the worst.
These
They
people
really are.
I'm a sucker for
are
competition.
awful.
So-
Yeah.
Would you say Jesus is the greatest competitor?
You know what? He competed in quite a lot of things.
It's true.
Did he always succeed? No. But he did compete.
Tyler and Brighton have a lot in common, guys, for those listening at home.
A lot in common.
Anyway, do you have any
Well, I
answers,
trust my
Sean?
mom.
Well, here's what I was in. I wasn't quite done. Do you think like you'll go back now and watch Squid Game, Tyler?
I've considered it. I've still got some time on the clock
Have you
before I can
really?
do
Okay.
that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've thought about it. You know, it's one of
I
those
will
things.
also.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, in the hype of the release of Squid Game, I was like really tired of hearing about it. So it's like every time someone would be like, "Hey, are you gonna watch Squid Game?" I'd be like, "That's 10 more years that I'm not gonna do that." So
Right.
I mean, we're coming up on the time limit, so as long as no one
know
else
the
asks
feeling.
me.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm not going to ask you to watch it, but I think it's definitely a show that the setup and the themes are up your alley, because it's basically this, but scripted, or let's be real, more scripted.
Yeah. Also, good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is good, but in a different way, you know.
Right. But yeah, so I'm not going to tell you to watch it because I don't want to add more time to the counter, but I would say I think it's a show you would enjoy.
And you could listen to hit podcast Squid Pro Quo as you're watching it. Listen along.
That is something I could do.
You could do that. So I do have some answers, but I don't think I'm gonna read them.
Oh.
Because
That's
good friend of the podcast, Jip.
Why did you say it like that?
has gone through and listened to the episodes and has answered the questions, but you might hear Jib's voice one day in the future. So, in
That is
the interest
so
of
scary.
content,
That is such a threat you just laid on everybody. Podcast. You might hear his voice soon.
I didn't say soon, but in the future. So in the interest of content, I don't think I'm gonna read any of Jib's answers. I'll let possibly he can read them later on.
Okay. So
All
we're
right.
going to get in episode 5 here. Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. That's the whole title of the episode.
Dude.
We last left off with 5 players standing in front of 6 boxes, and they had to each pick a box. Now that we know, and we'll get into like what's in each box, what do you guys think was in the 6th box?
A grenade.
I'd probably say another elimination. Yeah.
You think another elimination?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's an advantage.
It could have been a second advantage.
Sean literally meant a grenade, by the way.
Yeah. No, I meant whoever opened that box got eliminated.
Yeah. I think it was a live grenade.
You know what would have been really cool is if it was, hey, you're getting eliminated, but take one person with you.
Oh, that's fucked.
That'd be fucked up.
I would
That
love to
would be
see
fucked
that.
up. They should have
I
done
hope
that.
it's just like a Snickers.
Yeah,
It's a candy bar.
We'll talk about the candy bar later.
In the real show, it would have been just like a red or a green card, and if you pulled out a red card, one of the guys would just come up behind you and shoot you in the back
shoot
of
in
the head.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 183 Jesse starts to open his Jack in the Box, and Felicia's like, slowly.
Yeah.
He's doing it too fast for her for some reason, and so he goes slow, and it's Pop goes the Weasel.
It's tense as fuck.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Like people
It's
in
a
the
really
crowd
smart
jump
way to do it.
when it opens.
I jumped.
Yeah.
Every time I jumped.
And he gets the card eliminate 2 players. And he's part of the alliance with Cheney and TJ and the other guy whose name escapes me.
Mhm.
And so his first elimination, he goes, this one's really easy because this is someone I have not spoken to. And it's like, what? This
Yeah.
seems like random for us, the viewer, because that we don't, it's just weird. And it's 026, whose name apparently is Amber.
I think the idea is like they're still really afraid of pissing people off. So he's like, I'm not pissing anybody off if this is just me randomly picking the one person I haven't chosen.
You're
or talked
always
to or
pissing
talked
someone
to,
off,
you know?
Like
So-
The Last
Well,
of Us 2.
Yeah,
pissed
but
her
they're
off.
like The Last of Us
stupid.
2, Sean.
Like they're stupid, like they are constantly like, if I just play this like an idiot, nobody will be mad at me.
Right.
And everybody still ends up being mad at them, and we're 5 episodes in and they still haven't realized that maybe you should just play the game.
Right. So he eliminates 026 Amber, and she's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
But
a
she
crazy
goes.
decision, honestly.
And then he goes, this next player has been spreading misinformation and tearing people apart, and I'll have no place for that in this dorm.
Like, all right, bro, who are you, the doctor, dude?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't,
Right.
you're not, you
principal?
you don't
What's
get
going
to
on?
choose. You know,
Right.
you don't get to. This
Fucking
is
headmaster
your dorm,
Jesse.
dude. Like,
And he eliminates 141 dash, aka Sean underscore
rest in
AFK.
peace.
yeah, dude. This is
And-
when I left the show.
And Sean does the thing where he puts his hands up like, yeah, let me have it kind of thing. And he goes, nothing I said was a lie. There is an alliance between, and he names all 4 players, and he leaves.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay. Fuck do you mean misinformation?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like,
the only
like,
thing he
what-
really did was like, I lied and said I didn't vote for that girl, and then I told people
I guess
Yeah.
that
that
was
I did.
misinformation.
But like,
originally.
that's his fault. Why would he
But
do
is
that?
it misinformation if you'll tell anybody who asks?
Yeah,
Like,
not really.
or even anybody who doesn't ask? And also, like, guys, this is a fucking competition show.
right.
What do you... there is no such thing as an alliance. I don't know why you guys would even say that there is an alliance.
There's
like,
no alliance. It's fake news. I will
It's-
not have this in this dorm.
like,
You know,
what
it's very Trump of Jesse. Like,
Yeah. He is the Donald Trump of
The
Squid
word
Game.
alliance begins to lose all of its meaning.
Like,
It's just like we're friends. I guess we're friends
Yeah.
after these couple days. Like,
we
of
get a
course we
lot of
have each other's
people
back,
coming up
you
there
know?
just like, we're friends. We're not an alliance. We're friends. Stop saying the word alliance. And it's like, yeah.
but what the fuck does it matter? Like,
It doesn't. It
at
doesn't, Sean.
this stage in the game,
Sean, will you be in alliance with me?
are we not already,
oh
dude?
my god, this is history.
No, we haven't said it.
Dude, I will be in an alliance with you.
Tyler.
Yeah?
I'm not in an alliance.
Okay. Are you sure?
Just throwing that out there. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. There's no
So, guys,
alliance.
I'm going to be eliminating somebody who has been spreading misinformation, and I will take no part of that in this Discord call.
You revealed
Mike,
that we're in a Discord
You're going
call?
home.
No.
You're going home, Mike. Yeah, sorry. They
I
might have
wanted
thought we were
people
on
to think
Zoom.
We're in the same room.
Oh, we went in two different
We're not
directions.
using
with that.
Skype or Zoom
Anyway,
like
we're-
everyone else.
We're doing the thing that I knew we would do where we're just absolutely getting off track. Up next, Joel375 opens his box and
I didn't even know his name.
elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the guy who
fucked.
I believe last episode was like, I really got to get out there and do stuff. I feel like I'm in the background too much.
Yeah.
And then immediately he gets eliminated.
Yeah, he was it's weird he said that too because he was I think he was TJ's lieutenant in
Yeah, he was.
warships.
Yeah, but let's be real. TJ was the hero there.
Well, right, but it's not like he wasn't getting out there, you know. I
Yeah,
guess he didn't pick to be the lieutenant, but
Yeah, I don't know.
player 87, I believe his name is Kyle.
Yes,
is
Kyle.
next. And they talk about his alliance, the corner. We have never
Yeah, no, this is the first time we've ever
never
heard about the
about
corner.
the corner.
Isn't he like, they call us the corner, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who?
It's literally some like, I'm Star-Lord. Who? It's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
that kind of energy. But Mikey, the Irish lad,
254.
is
Yeah.
he's like, hey, we were supposed to stay off the radar. What is Kyle doing?
If
Like, Did I miss something?
If Dash is who I am, Mikey is who I want to be. You know what I mean?
He's the Chad Ginger guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Right. So he gets to eliminate one player after opening his box, and he goes, "There's an alliance. It is not fake news. I'm eliminating 176." So
Yeah.
one member of the alliance gone.
Yeah.
Also, the wrong member
Yeah.
to pick.
Oh, for sure. He seems like the nicest guy.
TJ or
Like,
the
and
girl,
also-
or like, why would you pick him?
I like that his name is Darius. He has to look down at his jacket and he's
He
like,
goes,
"Oh
"Oh,
shit,
Yeah,
that's me."
It's so
Oh.
funny, dude. Oh, why is everyone
Like-
looking at me with their mouth agape? Like,
Yeah.
Like-
He's like, "Oh, that's me."
087, man. Like, if you're going after the Alliance, which exists, at least 087 is acknowledging that, like, hey, this isn't like a weird taboo word that we can't say. Like, yeah. If you're gonna go after the Alliance, don't go after the two that are most capable to remain in the game and get revenge on you. Or,
Yeah.
like, do go after one of them. Don't leave those two in, is what I mean to say.
Right.
Like, why? Darius seemed very nice. I enjoyed watching him on the show. I don't know that I'm more afraid of him than I am Cheney or.
Well, Cheney
TJ.
just like made a big point of like peacocking
Yeah.
yourself during the
yeah,
yeah, that's right. I'm dead serious. Like,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like that's the person you need to look out for. I feel like. But,
she
hey,
just got the doctor eliminated for being nice to people.
right.
yeah,
Right.
It's
This
crazy.
is the whole thing. You haven't heard the episode yet, Tyler,
Yeah.
but this is the whole thing that we talked about on with Pat. How at the beginning of last episode, the doctor guy was like, "Hey, what if we, approach this upcoming elimination in like a fair and equitable way?" And everybody went, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, no,
What-
don't worry. I had the same thoughts as watching the episode.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
he's like, "What if we treated each other with dignity and kindness?" And they're like, "Who the fuck do you
Boo.
think you are?"
Whenever someone's
You
too nice, everyone's like, actually, fuck you. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You're bad.
But
Right.
so it's crazy that they went after Darius and not like Cheney. I don't
Right.
know. I understand the thought process, but you really you missed a zero somewhere.
Yeah. Something I thought was funny is, after these people are making their decisions or getting eliminated, they leave the stage, and 130 leaves the stage and he goes and stands. And Mikey, the guy who was just saying, like, we got to keep a low profile, walks
Yeah.
up to him immediately and,
Yeah.
like, hugs him. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, if you were scared about people knowing you're in an alliance, why would you immediately walk up to it? You know what I mean? Like,
Because Mike, none of these people know what the fuck they're doing.
No, they're all stupid. Next we have number 130, and I don't think we learned his name, which is so sad for him.
Yeah.
But he gets the advantage.
Which is good. Good.
And he goes, yo, best box you can have. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Hell
Except-
yeah,
This is
brother.
gonna go so good for me, bro.
Bro.
I'm gonna fucking win the next game.
This
And,
is a
famous last words.
Yeah, but also I think if anybody else had been up next, he would have been right. But 229 is too smart.
Yep, she plays the game very well. I guess I want to ask you guys, knowing that, at the end of the episode we find out what the next game is, what would have been the advantage for him?
I don't know, maybe he wouldn't have had to
Yeah,
play.
he probably wouldn't have had to play.
Maybe he'd have been the one that got picked to like sit out.
Or maybe he gets like because they were gonna have the same number of people. I guess they just automatically tell him, hey, you don't have to pick
Maybe,
anybody.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah.
it.
But then that's sus, like when they're because they don't know they're picking somebody, right?
Maybe they wait until afterwards or something, or
Or
they
like
pull
one-
him out of the room.
130, you get a special picnic. right?
Yeah, something
That
like
sounds
that.
spooky. Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna
229,
shoot you.
Felicia with a PH.
Yeah.
Yep.
It spelled a
He's
really bad way.
It's pretty bad. Because, like, I don't know. If you start a name with PHA, I immediately in my head go to phallic.
Yeah.
I just like that you're like the bad way. Like
There's one way to spell Felicia.
Yeah, and it's not
Sure.
with PHA.
And with an S. That none of that's good.
Yeah, none
Just
I
restart the
wanna-
run.
I forgot to do this. I wanted to have this open every episode now. But Tyler, Pat informed us that there is a website that keeps track of all of these people and gives like extra information about them.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty.
so if you'd like to see it there, but I wanted to bring it up because I wanted
it's
to
called
look
the Squid Finder Project. Pat and Water set it up.
yeah. Felicia.
Wait, how do you get to
Jesus, yeah.
the contestant?
If you just click that link, you can set what episode you're on, and then it lists all the remaining contestants at the beginning of that episode.
Okay.
So Felicia is 31. Felicia is obsessed with true crime and reads tarot cards.
Oh no.
So
Oh.
absolutely who you think she is.
She's
and she
crying
plans
that
on
much
being-
with the box?
And she plans on being herself and connecting with people she hopes she can trust.
Also,
Wow.
tarot cards. That sounds like reading the future to me. That's Jada's thing.
Yeah, I thought that was Jade's thing.
Oh shit.
Which we got some things to talk about with Jade.
Yeah.
later.
But Felicia gets to eliminate 3 people, and
she's
I was
eliminating
like,
people, and
Jesus Christ, they're fucking dropping like flies in this episode.
she's freaking out as she's deciding to do it. There's like a 130 like leans over to his buddy and goes, man, shit getting cutthroat now. And I wrote, he has no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally on cloud 9. Like he literally is. He wasn't kidding, and he just
Yeah.
gets the rug pulled out from under him because she goes, this player in the game has advantage, and he keeps going like, man, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And then she's like 130, and he's like, huh? So he is gone. She eliminates the player with advantage, and he is just
So
absolutely upset for a good
his-
reason.
his name is Jacobin.
I'm sorry.
Jacobin?
Jacobin?
Bless you.
Jacobin? I don't know, dude. It's something like that.
Jakoben.
Yeah,
Jacobin.
Jacobin maybe, Jacobin, I don't know. And he's driven through all 50 states in the past year.
Whoa.
That's
He's
cool.
a truck driver.
That's a lot of gas.
Hey, gas is
And,
expensive. That's crazy.
This is his profile picture on the show website.
Oh.
Which
Oh, why is he standing like that?
yeah,
That
that's
is
what I was thinking.
definitely
Also, that is definitely a Photoshop.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a good one, but that definitely gives me like
Yeah.
Danganronpa
He is
energy.
like just he is 2 arms raised from being like a terrifying T pose that like floats down the hallway after you.
Yeah.
He looks like he's someone's little brother. So she moves on after eliminating him and goes, "These players are in an alliance," and we get the call back to her and Ashley, I believe, talking about the men alliances. And she
Yeah.
takes out Steven. And Steven, again, I hate to make this reference again like I did last episode, but Steven Tim Robinson's it, dude.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean? And he's like when Tim Robinson finds out he's been eliminated for just using the zip line at the Love reality show, that's what Steven looks like. And so he gets eliminated, and Rick does this, he puts his hand on his face, and he does this thing, it's similar to like when he was talking about the chocolate bar, where he just kind of like leans over and goes, "This is terrible." And then it goes
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
his like original position.
like a secret agent, like cover's been blown.
Right. And then she eliminates Rick.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh.
oh god, heartbreaking, dude.
And
So
everybody's like, "What?"
again, Tyler hasn't listened to the last episode yet. So, Mike, would you like to share your theory about
Yeah.
Rick?
So I will tell you, Tyler, this is a spoiler for the actual Squid Game.
Okay.
The real Squid Game where everybody dies. There's an old man throughout the Squid Game, 069, and like really old, and he befriends the main character, and they pick each other as partners, and they call each other Ganbu, which is where the Ganbu thing comes from. And then they have to play marbles against each other, which ends in 069's elimination.
The old man.
The old man. But what actually happens is he's the billionaire behind the games.
No.
Okay, and you after you find that out after the games are done. And my theory and Pat's theory, well, Pat brought it up and then kind of backed off on it as we were. But my theory is that Rick's a plant, and that's there's a lot.
They're
of
trying to recreate it.
They're trying to recreate it. The fact that he gets that candy bar and they don't resolve it is very strange. And because to me it's like, oh, he got eliminated and they didn't expect that, but also they didn't have to show they literally did not have to show them playing that game at all.
Well, yeah, Jockey, dude, they were bonding, dude.
I think it was too good a
Doc G.
moment. Doc G, they had to show that. I look, I want you to be right. I want this to be true.
It'd be pretty crazy.
I think it's so crazy and so great.
Rick knew the exact way to go in worships, right?
I guess that is true. Maybe he was wearing an earpiece.
He knows a lot about Squid Game. There's
He
just
is
a
the
lot
guy.
of things where it's
Maybe
like,
just a big
hey,
fan of that
created.
guy.
he could show up at the end. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying if he does show up at the end, do not be surprised.
Yeah, I will say.
I don't think he's Mr. Netflix. Like, I don't think he's actually in charge of the show. I just think he's a
I
plant.
hope he is Mr. Netflix.
It's fucking Ted Sarandos in a fucking mask and
Right.
some makeup.
Right.
Like Winter
I mean
Soldier.
his backstory is crazy enough. He could not be a real person.
That's what I'm saying. There's
I
things about
think
him that are just like not real.
This is a really great idea, and that's why it's not going to be true. Is where I'm at. I think this is too good to be true.
I just think we're not done with Rick.
What do you think, Tyler?
I think Mike's on to something, dude.
Thank you.
And
Thank
when
you.
I think
and
Mike's
when he-
on
when he-
something.
when
Also, I
he's-
pointed this out last episode, Tyler. The old man was 069. Guess how old Rick turned, and they made a point of
69, yeah.
exactly.
I'm starting to see it. Look, when you're right, Mike, I'm gonna point to the sky and I'm gonna nod. I'm gonna nod.
Why the sky?
Hell yeah.
Is
Because
Mike
that's where I'll
dead?
be. Because the fucking Netflix secret agents have already taken me out at that point.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the episode. Someone, I don't remember. I wrote this down. I don't remember who said it, but someone's like, yeah, Felicia just evened the playing field. I'm sorry. You
Did
you
she?
eliminated a mullet guy and an old man. I don't think you evened the
Mullet,
playing
bro.
field for anybody. The Ganbu gang is rocked.
Yeah.
To their core.
To go back for a second, I am the audacity of Cheney. I believe it was her who said this. Of being like, oh yeah, they should just get rid of the mother and son, while standing literally right behind Trey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think Cheney gives a fuck.
Probably
No,
not.
she does not. She does not. Dan has a secret Ganbu gang meeting in the bathrooms, and they lost their old man. And
They say,
as they say, Quadzilla.
we lost our wisdom, and I don't know why this feels like this is a weird reference for me to be making, but this feels like if the remaining members of the bloodline got together after losing Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Like,
Yeah.
they're
I
like,
don't know.
they're
Wait,
like,
Steven's Roman Reigns though? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
well, he calls him. I don't think so, but I think they think so.
I think Dan's
Because
Roman
they
Reigns.
call
I
him.
think
Quadzilla.
Steven's like Jimmy Uso or something.
I guess maybe, but they call him Quadzilla, and that's why I'm making the. Because I think
he's
they
the only
think that.
person in the group under 50. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that he actually is Roman Reigns, but I think they think so.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure,
saying?
for sure.
And so, but this meeting, I just thought when he said we lost our wisdom, all I could think was Paul Heyman's dead. Like
The wise man.
the wise man. Yeah.
They make a comment that they're too visible, which it's like, yeah, they go around going Ganbu gang. Like,
Ganbu gang.
it's like, holy shit.
And at the end of this scene, they're like, "All right, guys, quietly,
Yeah.
Ganbu." Like,
gang.
and they're like kicking open the bathroom stalls, like, "Who's in here?"
Yeah, that happens twice in this episode, which is nuts. So they do the hey, this is the update, and there's 63 people left, and TJ goes, I don't even want to look at it, and then immediately looks
and
at
it
it.
is staring.
Just immediately looks at it. We get a talking head from Jada, and Jada says, "Winning this money would change my life 360."
Yeah, Jada. I don't know if you know.
She does understand that's the same place,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well.
180 would be good.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe she plans on coming back. You know.
Maybe she's the plan. Jada's pretty.
Winning this competition would put me right back in season 2.
Right where she's like, I have a terrible gambling addiction. I would get nothing out of it.
Or maybe she's like, hey, I'd still be missing my kidney because I gave it to my brother, so it'd just be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what we learned.
We learned that she gave her kidney to her brother, which is really, really honorable and cool and selfless. And so I for someone that just fucking stole someone's burger, not a bit of an unexpected behavior.
She foresaw that
very
she would take
cool.
it anyways. So
Right. That's true. She has divine sense. We also catch up with Ashley and Felicia, and Ashley says, "You made me cry,
you stupid hoe." Yeah.
you stupid hoe."
Yeah.
And then we get a sit down with Ashley where she talks about going to Smith College, and she's a Smithy. Kind of my least favorite talking head so far.
Yeah, because it's just like it prepared her for the shows. Like, how does going to an all girls college prepare you for the Squid Games?
And also, who the fuck are you?
apparently
like,
a
know,
civil rights investigator.
Yeah. But like you haven't you haven't been here.
Yeah, she's basically a new character.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the way the show works, though,
Yeah.
right? Like
Once you get rid
yeah.
of the main or the current cast, we gotta prop in the new personalities.
Yeah, they don't restart with the new season. They just restart 3 or 4 times in the middle of the season.
Yeah. So at one point, there's a conversation where I can't remember who it's between, but one guy is like, it might be Mikey talking about one of the other guys.
Yeah, we get
But
a
he's like-
corner meeting in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and that's
between
when
Kyle, Mikey, and Ned.
Where
And
he's
they're-
like, well, this guy, he has trouble letting people in. I'm like, you just met him.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
you're the person he has trouble letting in if that's true. Like,
So-
what the fuck are you talking about?
But we learned that the corner's divided, apparently.
Yes, the corner there's dissension in the corner because Mikey's like, hey, I only actually trust you 2. Those other 3,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he goes, he names them in a talking. Well, first someone walks in and they're like, "Yeah," and then you take the shot and it's swish, right?
Nothing but
What an
net.
awful, like the worst fake conversation that
And
I
the
could
one
ever
guy
think
runs
of.
in the stall to act like he's shitting, and they're waiting
Yeah.
for him because that's
Yeah,
normal
that's-
behavior.
Yeah,
That's what I want. Is I want people to stand outside the stall when I'm shitting, waiting for me.
it's just
Um,
you know.
But Mikey, we get a talking from Mikey where he's naming the crew, and he goes, "Good guys, good girls, strong team, but I will eliminate them if I have to."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will eliminate them one by one, he says, which is like crazy and kind of based.
Yeah, it's just like such a like a completely changed vibe moment in the middle of him speaking. Just I will eliminate all of them if I have.
Well,
to.
he gets it a little bit, you know? I feel like
Yeah.
he's the one that gets that, like, hey, the reason it's called an alliance and not a friendship is because, like, we're not friends. We just kind of want the same thing and we're going to work together for now.
I trust you two, and those other three, I believe I can take out.
Yeah.
But then he goes, "I will take out all of them." So
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
the people he said he trusts, he's like, "Yeah,
Well, because that's the game.
right."
Three people aren't going to win this at the end.
Sean, the game is to agree.
The game is to agree.
Well, it was to agree that
The
one
game
time.
is to agree.
The
It's
game
been
at the
multiple
end-
the
times
game
that
is
the game has
always
been
to agree.
Yes.
The game is to be given a knife and stab the other person to death with it.
Not yet.
Sean, this isn't the real Squid Game. This is the fake one.
I keep hoping that there's going to be a twist.
I think you're getting confused.
I keep hoping. Well, I think they also are getting confused, but I really keep hoping there's going to be a twist. And when they play the Squid Game at the end, they're going to have to kill
And
each
they
other.
actually have to kill each other.
Yeah.
Trey and Leanne walk up to Roland, who's our man bun guy, and they go, "Hey, have you like heard anything about people being mad at my mom because like she eliminated Lorenzo?" And he's like, "No, I haven't heard nothing." And they're like, "Cool." But this is all just an introduction for a Trey talking head where he talks about where his lung collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his mother and his girlfriend, his mom flew in, and his girlfriend, they stayed with him the whole few days he was in the hospital, and it was like a kind of a life-changing thing for him, and that he, really really appreciates the sacrifice they made to help him and be with him.
Which
Trey is
little bit
basically the
endearing
main
for Trey.
character.
it's very endearing. I do have to ask. Look, man, you got a girlfriend? What was
Yeah,
going on?
I
with
was
Figgy,
also
dude?
like,
What
you
was
have a
going on with
girlfriend?
Figgy?
Like,
Figgy
Well,
was just an emotional support for him. Okay, there was nothing sexual.
Yeah,
That was
Sure,
her whole
sure,
goal in
sure.
the show. Remember?
There was,
Yeah.
that we saw. There was nothing sexual. I think Trey's in the clear. They cut out all the stuff where he was being inappropriate. So
Yeah.
Yeah. He had to ask them after he
Right.
won. He was
Guys,
like,
I
"Hey,
have a
guys,
girlfriend at
Yeah.
home. Can you guys? He slipped $100 bill to that.
They cut
Yeah.
out all the
Uh,
parts where they had very loud sex in the dorm at night.
Right.
Whenever, can you just get rid of the parts of me going to her bed at night? You know,
Yeah.
can you just get rid of those parts?
Can you stop the parts where we both go into the bathroom at the same time?
And we share a stall.
Yeah. We were just pissing together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more efficient that way.
I will say that the stuff we're talking about is the next day.
Yes.
And I have to say, first of all, Roland, who he's talking about, is apparently part of the mom-son crew now. Which,
They're buds.
Yeah.
I guess.
Roland seems like a good guy.
And I will say, I do miss the first shot of every new day being Brighton walking alone in the dark. Like,
Yeah, we do miss Brighton in the night vision.
people are now like awake or asleep when the new day starts. And I
Do you
miss
think
Brighton.
when it's dark, that he sees like people's body heat like the Predator?
Oh, I hope so, dude.
Probably.
'Cause
I hope
think
so.
he does. I think he does. So that next day, they go, 5 players are required for a chore, and if they complete the chore, the whole dorm will get a treat. And
What do you, knowing how this plays out, do you think this was just a lie?
I mean,
treat?
They did get a treat.
Yeah.
no, they got a treat.
No.
Do you think
But
they just would have been? They
This
would have
was
been forced
psychological
into
warfare.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like,
you're
do you
saying
think,
if they failed,
they
they would have
failed?
just.
Oh, I do wonder
like
about that.
they
I would-
wouldn't have gotten the picnic? Like they would have just been like, hey, guess what? Fucks, you guys are gonna play marbles.
I feel like no
think,
matter what, they would have been like, okay, you pass.
Yeah. We will
Okay.
show you mercy today.
So it was a lie then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
if you want to
Yeah, it
put
was
it that way.
manipulative for sure.
Which is fine. I don't think that they should be above lying in this game.
Right.
But it was.
So the 5 people that volunteer are Dylan, Mai, Ashley, Jada, and 54, whose name I still don't know.
54 is Lucia.
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 Um
And Mikey walks up to
absolutely correct, by the way. He thinks exactly
goes-
what I would think.
This might be a 1,000-piece puzzle.
Well, okay, I wouldn't
That's
think
what
that.
you
Is that
think,
what you
but-
think, Sean?
No,
Do you think
but-
it's a 1,000-piece
The
puzzle?
puzzle?
No, but
Compare,
what he says is that the treat will be 5 people have been eliminated, and that is
Yes.
exactly what
He
I
does
thought.
say that as well, but you unfortunately
I did not.
didn't wait till I said that. You
I-
went with the 1,000-piece puzzle.
Well, because I forgot he said something so stupid.
It could be a 1,000-piece puzzle. It's like, oh fuck, not a puzzle.
Tyler, do you think if, let's say, the 3 of us, Pat, and we'll say Jip, the five honorary Gonbu Squid Game people, right?
Sure.
If we went in there to do a 1,000-piece puzzle in 30 minutes, do you think the 5 of us could do it?
No.
I would no, and here's why: because Jip would ruin it.
Yeah. Dip is gonna get too
Jip-
heated.
We would all be on the same page, the 4 of us, and Jip would be like, "No, that's not how you do a puzzle." Oh my God, Tyler, this is not how you do a
And
puzzle.
then he banged
And
the floor.
somehow he would break his mouse.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, "Did you sneak that in? How did you bring that in with you?"
Right?
He'd be
So
like,
that-
"I'm DPS."
Yeah.
We're like, what are you
Exactly.
talking about?
So
dude?"
Jip would ruin it.
Yeah.
So the chore they get is filling, I believe it's 3 jugs of orange juice by squeezing oranges in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh hell yeah, let's squeeze some oranges,"
Woo, let's party.
Right. We get we go back to the dorm while this is going on, and we get a talking head from Jackie, who is a bit of a lone ranger in her minds, and she also has hearing loss and signs.
Mhm.
But
Well,
They-
so I just want to preface this with we get this talking head because somebody in the chore is friends with her and is talking about like, I genuinely had no idea about all this beef and all these alliances. And then somebody looks at them and goes, I feel like from the outside you guys might look like an alliance,
yeah,
which is the most threatening fucking thing
right.
I've ever heard in my life.
And they're like, we're buds, like we're.
Yeah.
And
not
then we
alliance."
cut to the Jackie
Yeah.
talking head to like
And-
learn about these people.
So she has hearing loss and she signs, but clearly she reads lips very well because I don't think they've shown her signing once.
No.
Before
outside of
this,
this talking
no.
head. We see more later from her signing, but
Well, that's the plot twist, you know? They can't show it before because then you'd know.
right.
You know?
But she does. I mean, she just talks about how hard it is with her hearing loss and how
Yeah.
socially it's exhausting to be
Yeah.
who she is because of it, and I completely understand that. And I hear everybody, so sometimes I choose not to hear everybody. So,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
What the fuck? She doesn't say this in her talking head, but I want to add this information from the website where one of her hobbies is searching for hagstones.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. What's a hagstone?
I don't know.
Is that like geocaching?
I don't know.
Anyway,
But she likes to search for them.
Hag,
for her.
hagstones are like those rocks that have like the circles in them. You know
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah,
I
no,
know what you're talking about because I looked it up. But if you had just said that, I would have had no idea what you were
I
talking
did
about.
not look it up, and I have
Like,
no
like
idea.
once you see
That-
it, you're
like
like, oh
these-
yeah, those. Okay,
Like
those,
those,
that's what those are called.
those, Mike.
Anyway, they're in the room. Mai is like very awkward in this situation.
Yeah.
She's just like, Jada and Ashley, I think you two are so funny, and they're just kind of like, oh, that's nice, and it's like, this is
Okay,
this is
Grandma.
pretty awkward. Right, right.
She says,
You remind me of these girls
yeah.
I work with, and it's like,
no,
those
no, no,
girl-
no, no. She says, you, sorry, it's just the wording is very important. She goes, you remind me of my friends in the Navy.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right. You're right.
Which I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Yeah, pretty weird. But then as they're yucking it up it's the lady comes out the speaker and goes 30 seconds remaining. And they're like, oh shit, and they scramble to fill the last jug. The lady tells them, all right, your chore's over. We will let you know if you succeeded later or not. Which is why I believe it's a lie. I think they were gonna succeed no matter what. So they go out not knowing if they did it. I wrote this quote down as they're coming back in. Number 77 says, my parents taught me don't volunteer for anything because it will most likely be shit. And that's
Which
good
is a
parenting.
fucking great.
That's good parenting.
Yeah.
What a great fucking talking head.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah. No, it's not even a talking head. She's just like laying on a bed and she says it, I think.
Oh, does
Yeah,
she not
yeah.
say it to a thing? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't write any notes in between this and when they revealed the chore was successful, but I'm assuming people are just talking, right?
Beef says that her favorite dessert are lemons.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Lemon
I
or
forget about that.
lemon-based things,
Okay.
not
She's
lemons
really into
It's
themselves.
like
lemons.
lemon is not
But-
a dessert.
I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense with the yellow hair kind of thing she's got going on.
I don't know, dude. Bee's in the top 0.5% of intelligence in the UK. You know,
Yeah,
Sure.
and she doesn't even know
knows some
lemons
shit that
aren't a
we
UK
dessert.
must
or
be
whatever.
Yeah.
UK must be pretty dumb.
Yeah. They're dumb. Yeah, fuck you, Britain.
Yeah.
So after some time, the guards come out and they go, the chore is successful and your treat is a picnic. Please pair off
Yeah.
to
Which
decide who you're going to have your picnic with. And you're like, oh,
Mike-
this is so nice.
okay, but Mike, did you think that?
I did think it was nice.
Okay.
I didn't know.
I think at first I was like, "Oh, this is nice," and then I pretty quickly was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the marbles."
Yeah, I had no idea. I was just like, you know what? This is a pretty nice treat. This is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They fooled me as well, where they're like, oh, they did something good, so they get something nice, They pair off. 222 is the guy who's on his own and he gets
Yeah.
his own picnic basket.
When me and Sean
And-
were watching, 222 was the guy. I was like, quit cutting to that guy because he hasn't said anything. Why are you cutting to him?
Right, he looks like I don't remember what Blink 182 music video it is, but there's this video where Tom DeLonge is like wearing a wig and a mustache, and people use the GIF all the time where he's like, "What the fuck?" That's what that guy looks like.
Apparently his name is Jordan.
Jordan. I think we've heard his name before because he was like a Brighton bro, and he somehow made it out of all that.
Yeah.
He was like a member of that crew.
Jordan spends his free time surfing, cooking, and swimming.
He is Australian, so that
And
all tracks.
he is a barista and swim teacher.
Okay.
all right.
Oh.
So
So his dad is disappointed in him. Anyway,
Yeah.
Dylan, 65, goes up to, I don't remember her name or her number. I didn't write it down. But it's just like, I'd rather pair with you than be the one person out.
what
It's
the
like-
fuck?
That's fucking rude.
I
And-
have to. I have to read to you
her name's Aurora.
Dylan's page
Aurora.
on
399.
Yes,
on
Aurora.
the-
That's it. Thank you, Tyler.
Dylan is 23 from New York. His occupation is mama's boy.
Okay.
That
all
lines
right,
up.
Netflix.
And his bio is Dylan has been struck by lightning.
Okay.
He loves going to the gym and cuddling.
Is this a dating profile?
and he wants to put some of the prize money toward a big vacation for his mom.
Aw, that's sweet.
Okay, Dylan.
So Sean, I want you to remember this specific interaction between Dylan and Aurora.
What did he say to her again?
He said,
Okay.
I would rather pair with you than be the one person out. And she's kind of like, okay, because like that's kind of a fucked up thing to say, actually. Right? Like, I guess I'll be your partner. It's like an insult, like kind of
Yeah.
covered in like a compliment. It's very strange.
Yeah.
So everybody gets their blankets and their picnic baskets, and they get all kinds of fun food, and everybody's pumped. And it's like,
One of them goes, "They do love us," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"You fucking idiot."
and then I believe Trey is the first person to find the marbles,
Yeah.
and they don't tell anybody right away.
Yeah.
They just let people continue to have their good time, but they are devastated because they know, they've watched the Squid Game, and they know that means that they are going to go against each other in marbles.
So here's my question, Tyler, because you haven't seen it. Like, what did you when they pulled out the marbles? Like, what was going through your mind?
Well, as soon as he pulled out the marbles, I knew head-to-head battle. Half of
Okay,
these people
okay.
are gone.
So you
Yeah.
got the idea that this was gonna, like, they had people pair with somebody that they thought would, like, they'd want to have a picnic with,
Yeah.
just to make them eliminate them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Which is like, man.
that sent me into hysterics. I was cackling like a villain because that's so fucked up.
I think that here's my prediction. Here's my prediction for Squid Game. I think Tyler's gonna fucking love that show for all the wrong reasons. I think Tyler's gonna be coming out of it. Tyler, there is a challenge in Squid Game that they don't do in this, where they play tug of war. And the whole idea is there's two teams and they're handcuffed to the ropes, and they're standing on two massive platforms over this drop.
Mhm.
Like a 30-foot drop.
Yeah.
The point
And
is
the idea
die,
is
right?
you pull the other team off their platform, and then it cuts the rope and they fall to their deaths. And I think you are going to be cackling the whole time it's going to be happening. Like, I was sitting there disgusted and like, oh my God. And I think you're going to be watching these people like, come on, we got to pull. Oh my God. And you're going to be like, I think you're just going to be an absolute sociopath about it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm kind of really excited. I kind of want to be there when you do it. But anyways,
Anyway,
I love that you saw this mother and son duo who are going to have to emotionally battle each other to the death. And you were like,
not actually to the death.
Yeah.
We don't know that for certain, Mike. We don't know that for certain.
We do.
We don't. At any point, they might start killing people.
So people start finding marbles in their picnic baskets, and everybody starts to get upset, obviously. And 222, the Lone Ranger, no marbles. So
No more. Yeah, he's like, there's none of mine.
He is not going to compete, it seems like. One particular interaction that I took note of is you, Hannah, 319.
Yeah, you, Yevon.
And she's with, I don't remember his name, but 02. And he's devastated because he clearly thinks fondly of her.
Oh, boy.
And she says something like, oh, he's really upset, and I'm hoping that gives me an advantage in marbles.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? And then, like, it shows her, like, putting her head on his shoulder.
Yeah, she
and
is
it's like,
manipulating
Jesus
him.
Christ. What a psycho.
You, Hannah, is a mom of 3 who loves doing parkour.
Okay.
She's been reading up on how to live like a monk to help prepare her for the dorm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Felicia and Ashley are devastated. There's quite a few pairings here. There's two sets of Ganbu gang members who are paired up.
Dan is like, I knew we should have.
The corner, Kyle and Mikey from the corner are paired up. So a lot of outside of Trey and Leanne, a lot of people who are paired up.
A devious ploy.
Yeah, it was, and that's one of the things, Tyler. I said this in another episode you probably heard. That's like really genius about this reality show is most of these people watch the show going in.
Yeah,
and so they can't do things the same way, right?
Yeah, otherwise it gives away.
And so they come up with these other ways to fool them, like in the same way they did with like the Delgana, like
having them pick the door.
And I just love it.
The line.
Because like in the show they were just like, oh, pair up, and everybody's like, okay, I guess we'll pair up. And then but if they just told them to pair up, they'd be like, this is marbles, pair up with somebody you don't like, And instead they just tricked everybody, and it's genius. Are there any other interactions that you guys want to highlight during this time? Because it's kind of just like people going, oh, I guess I have to eliminate you. Sorry.
Well, 097 and Maya are very nonchalant about it. They're like,
Oh, Jada, yeah. Because it seemed like they weren't that close, but they were like, we're friends enough to have a picnic together,
Yeah. And Leanne is just like, you better win it to Trey. And it's like, oh man, that made me kind of sad. I don't want either of them to go. I like both of them.
Yeah, well, one of them is going to. So
one of them literally has to. So
yeah.
Like they barely get to finish their picnic. And then we get a trailer for because this is where the
I
show
did
kind
not
of.
watch the
this
trailer.
is the mid-season
Oh,
finale.
you didn't? Do you not
I
want
did
me
not.
to talk about it?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, we're not talking about.
I
Trailer,
have
but
an idea of what is coming up, but I just was like, I felt like I didn't need to, especially since with how I'm watching it, like the episodes are out, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I will say there's a news story that I meant to talk about at the top of the show, and I forgot, so we can mention that right now instead of the trailer.
Okay.
There's been a report that people in the dorm's lips were so chapped,
I saw this.
and they
I saw
refused to
this.
give them lip balm, so they used the lube from condoms
Yep. I saw that.
on their lips.
Yeah.
That's probably the weirdest story I've heard.
Here's the thing. Give him chopsticks,
Chopsticks.
you know?
Give them chopsticks.
Give him chapstick, you know?
Yeah.
B, I don't care how fucking chapped my lips are.
Just lick your
I don't
lips.
know.
How often do you not lick your lips?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
here's the
not
thing.
fucking.
Here's the thing.
I'm
It's
not doing that.
possible it was really fucking dry in that dorm,
Probably.
I guess.
you know?
What kind of air
Also,
filtration
Sean,
system
I
they
wanted to
have in there,
mention
you know?
this is like I noticed this in a later episode, and this isn't a spoiler because it's just like, oh, they're going to the set or whatever. But when they they have the white rooms where they set up the game, you can see like the MC Escher fucking thing in the hallway when they walk in.
Yeah,
So-
but how hard is it to paint one wall?
No, I mean you can
That.
see stairs and everything. Like you can see the whole thing.
I don't know if I
So-
believe it.
I think your theory about there being like a separate place they go is
Oh,
right for
no.
the game. But I think though that white room is in the same area as the dorms.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. It's just so impractical. Like that, I cannot believe that it's real. I have to
Netflix
believe.
spends money, dude.
I have to believe. Well, because the stairs don't make any goddamn sense. So
Um,
and that's what's great about them. But so I have to believe it's a different set that they go to get
No.
the shots of them.
Those stairs are very real.
No. I believe the stairs are real.
They're
I
real
don't
stairs.
believe. I don't believe that they
I'm
connect
telling
the
you,
sets.
those stairs right there are not fucking real.
I'm on the plane. That person back there is not real. I know the stairs are real, Tyler. I'm saying that the stairs absolutely do not connect the sets.
He's saying that the dorm, the stairs, and then where they play the games are not all one compound.
So you think they make them walk like up some fake stairs and then they take them to where the game is played?
No, I think that they shot. They one day they said we're gonna get all of our coverage for the fucking the stairs today, and I guess actually I do think what you just said. I think that they were like,
Sean,
let's go to the stair set really quick,
that's very
and we're gonna
dumb.
get some.
That's very
Do
stupid.
you
of
know how
Sean.
fucking things are made, Tyler?
I
Do you know
do. I
how
do,
TV
Sean.
show and movies are made.
I feel
There's
like,
no way those sets connect. There's no way. There's no way.
I don't know,
There's
Sean.
no
I
way.
feel like you're too much thought into
I
it.
think
You're
that
trying to play the
I
game
think
too
you're-
hard.
I think you're crazy if you think those sets connect.
I don't know.
All right, I'm
hang on.
doing some research.
I think you're crazy if you think those sets connect through the MC Escher stairs. Like, I could buy the rooms being connected, but there's no way those fucking stairs are real.
All right, I have a Squid Game Challenge set tour on YouTube by Entertainment Tonight. I'm gonna find this out right now.
Okay.
I gotta
okay,
see
okay.
this.
I don't know if you should watch it, Sean.
When did it come out?
7 days ago.
I think I can watch it.
I don't know, dude.
I think I could watch it if it was a week ago and all the episodes that I've already seen were out.
Sean,
at
you're
that
gonna get
point.
spoiled in the Beyblade arena, dude.
So wait, was this contestant? I'm not listening to the audio. Was she an
Yeah.
Entertainment Weekly person that they put in the game?
Oh, hey, 087. That's Ash Crossan. I don't think she's in the game though.
I don't know, Sean.
I think she's
She's
just wearing.
talking?
Yeah, no, 087 is Kyle.
Yeah, 087 is Kyle.
okay.
They just dressed her up like that for the tour.
So here's the thing, Sean. They are in the marble set right now, and there's no way they took this Entertainment Weekly person and drove her in a van to somewhere else for this set.
Yes,
No,
they
now they're on the
absolutely would do
playground.
that.
They're on the playground. No, for the sake of this like press? No.
Yes, that is how this works.
No, they're
Sean,
not, Sean. She's in
You're
all
delusional.
the
You're absolutely crazy.
Sean, they took a
Guys-
soundstage and they built a set.
Guys, okay, I should hang on a second. I think I'm getting misconstrued a little bit here.
Okay.
I'm not saying that these places aren't all close to each other. I'm saying they do not connect in the way that they want us to think
Via
that
the
they do.
stairs.
Yes, like you do not walk out of the dorm into that stairway to another set. All these sets might be in the same building, but it's not.
Sean, in order for them to get to the set, they have to go on the stairs.
You're fucking crazy. No, they don't.
100%.
There might be one huge soundstage where there's a bunch of sets, and the stairs is one of those sets, but the stairs do not connect any of these rooms. I will not believe that for a second.
They 100% do.
Because it doesn't work. Explain to me how that works. Look at those stairs. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Sean, how does it work in the real Squid Game?
It's not connected.
It is.
It's
It
a set.
absolutely is.
It's a set.
No. Mr. Netflix got his checkbook out and did this right. I'm convinced. Anyway, we don't need to talk about this anymore. Sean being wrong. Any other thoughts on this episode?
Let's have an ode to the fallen. In that, is there anything anything fun about any of the people that left? Amber 026 once went to the Super Bowl alone.
That's sad.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I wish you would have told
Darius-
Jessie that so she didn't get eliminated.
Darius once toured India for a month.
Okay.
That's not as
That's cool.
exciting.
Alone?
I don't know. Who was the guy who got the advantage?
130. We already learned Jacobum, whatever his name was.
Right. I already
Jacob.
said. Oh, but he also did I say that he's driven through all 50 states in the past year?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
you-
the first
you
thing.
literally, that's
Okay.
what the thing you said.
Cool. Could not remember that. 375 got eliminated. Joel. Joel is an ex K-pop idol.
I mean, he has the haircut.
Name is Joel.
He loves playing basketball and collecting ancient coins.
Dash is an
Oh, yeah.
audiobook narrator and model, as well as a nanny.
Are you fucking taking my bit right now? Who the fuck? You're not an honorary Gone Boy. You're never coming back.
A Gone Boy?
God, boy.
The God Boy.
A Gone Boo. I was so upset by Tyler taking my segment.
What's
That-
a God Boy?
Yeah,
I don't know, dude,
I
but-
don't know. I don't know about that, Sean.
Dash was named most likely to be on reality TV in high school, and they are a self-professed super fan of social strategy, which I don't know.
Well,
I don't
you
know. I
sucked
believe
at
that
it.
after how they
yeah,
fucking
Yeah,
played.
they're bad.
Also,
they're bad.
this is his image on the website.
Okay, Dash.
How
how
is there
did Dash
anything
get
about
into that room without using
Yeah.
the stairs? That's crazy.
They
is there
have a
anything about
teleporter?
Steven?
Like, how do you move
Steven's
around?
family.
No,
Steven's-
Sean, can I tell you how it works? Can I tell you how it works? The sets are. You're right. So it's the dorm, and then it's the MC Escher stairs, and then it's the red light, green light set, and they have to walk through that. And then it's the playground, and they have to walk through that.
Steven is his family
Like
is
sitcom
TikTok
style.
famous.
What does
Here's
that
the
mean?
thing. TikTok famous?
What does that mean?
I don't know. His family's TikTok famous. I
Who's
didn't
his
write the fucking
family?
bio. I don't know.
Do you know them? You're on TikTok a lot.
Apparently not on that side of TikTok. I will say I would buy this explanation that you guys gave more than this idea that the MC Escher's fucking staircase connects
Idea.
everything.
Idea that stairs will lead to someplace? That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, what a bold idea. On our part.
Oh man, because we've never seen ever a sitcom where the stairs just go nowhere, right, guys? Because that's fucking.
But Sean,
That's
this isn't a
wild.
sitcom.
This
This
is
is
a
reality
sitcom, Sean.
TV.
This is
And in
reality.
reality,
television.
stairs usually lead
as
somewhere.
we all know, as we all know, in a reality show, everything is 100% real.
It's a reality show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
As Mike was saying earlier this episode, he thinks that a core component of this narrative is scripted.
Oh, that was a joke, Sean.
Yeah.
It's not a
Wait,
joke.
Sean, you
can't-
understand- You understand the concept of jokes, right?
Okay.
Because you don't
Or-
understand the concept of
You know
stairs.
what?
Are jokes
I
fake
vote
to
to
you
terminate
too?
the episode. I vote to terminate the episode.
Before we do that, Tyler, where can people find you?
You can
No.
find me on Twitch and Twitter at Tyler Rims. I also have a podcast with our friend Korn called Overpowered, and also with the voice you will hear soon, apparently Jip.
You do?
Yeah, we do. Called Adventures Anew, where we talk about Adventure Time.
Look at that. Sean, where can people
Damn.
find you?
That's crazy. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Sean_AFK. You can also catch me with Mike on a podcast called What Is This, a Crossover Episode, where we watch BoJack Horseman.
That is true. But you can find me on Twitter at SpikeGhetti Bros. And after this episode, I want everybody to know I'm going to walk up the stairs from my basement into my living room because that's how stairs work.
Shut the fuck up.
I agree to end this episode.
Let's fuck. I agree to end this episode. I don't want to be here anymore.
I agree
Tyler?
in the episode.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.